Hi, I'm Sonny Gill. I'm the owner of the Park Farm in Gunthorpe in Nottingham. Well, not only me, my wife Sandy as well. She's a physiotherapist and I'm a gas engineer. So our dream for a while has been to move to the countryside, live organically, be able to feed the community organically and connect with Mother Earth. We've been dreaming this for decades. We've currently been here for around 8 years and livestock's been in our presence for around 2 years. We're doing really well. We feel great in ourselves and hopefully we'll be able to continue this. This is an urgent appeal for the building behind us. It's currently being used. It's desperate that we keep this building. Now, the local council have put an enforcement on the building that it's to be demolished. If that's the case, we've got nowhere safe to keep our livestock. If they're ill or during lambing, there's nowhere to put them. Now, we live on a flood zone. Recently we flooded and we had nowhere to keep the sheep. If this building wasn't here, they'd be in water. So it's important that we've got this. This is a perfect example. It started to rain, it's going to continue to pour. That field starts to bog down at the back. If the girls are out there for too long, they're going to get foot rot and there's no shelter for them. So what are we supposed to do? The building behind me is there for a purpose. The purpose is for the welfare of the animals. Now, according to the council, they've said that we can put the livestock, which is around 42 ewes currently, and they're all in lambing. Some have already had twos. So that figure is going to increase twice-fold, if not more. The council have said that we can put them in another building, which is full of farm machinery, hay, fertilizers, fuel, and other implements. As a bit of an exercise, we done that. We put the animals in there just to show how impractical it is. Whilst doing that, we had the vets over and the fire assessors over. Both of them have condemned that situation if we are to put livestock in with machinery. Since then, we've removed them because it's their safety and they've been put on the field. As having the livestock in there with the machinery is unsafe and it's not what we want whatsoever, and it's been condemned by the vets and the fire assessors, we've then taken them out and we've put the livestock on the field. We started noticing there's an issue with a couple of the girls. We've had the vet over, they've taken blood and poo samples and they've confirmed that they've contracted an illness because they've been eating the grass and there's not enough grass, so they've been eating the soil and they've contracted a bacteria and infection. Thankfully, we had this building, so we've moved the flock into the building where they're now safe. Originally, our cultures are from a farming background. Our forefathers have farmed, so it's in our blood, it's been passed down, and there's not many in this generation who have taken on such a big task. But I feel it's important that somebody starts this so others can follow. The UK, Britain's in a bit of a situation, and there will be, in regards to produce and farming. If help is not provided to people feet on the ground like ourselves, there's going to be a bit of an issue. So the whole purpose of this is to reach out to people, to make it aware that the frustration, the sleepless nights, the anguish, the amount of legal conversation we've had with people, the amount of money which has gone in, it's taken tens of thousands of pounds to set this up. Now we're faced with this. At one point we were going to stop, but we've got to keep fighting, because if we don't fight, how are other people who are coming in behind us, how are they going to continue their life? Anyone who has a dream of owning a farm and doing what we've got, they need someone to look to. We've had people to look to, so all we're trying to do is create that so others can follow. If this building behind me doesn't stay, we'll have to sell the sheep. If we sell the sheep, everything stops, the farm stops, there is no farm, because we are not going to keep livestock without not having a safe place for them to stay when they're lambing or when they're ill. And both of those things have happened, and when it floods. Now, as you may or may not know, sometimes when the mother gives birth, she rejects the child, she rejects the lamb. This has happened. Now, because of this, I've got a 2-day-old lamb which I've got to continuously bottle feed and supplement feed and help it get feed from mum. First 6 weeks are imperative for the lamb, so if it can't get feed from its mum or supplementary feed, it's not going to survive. So far, we've managed to keep a tight ship and everything's worked well, but that's been a co-part of helping us, that structure. Without that, it wouldn't have happened. So I'm appealing to you to help. The council have just told us, they've not told us anything. They've told us to demolish it, and they've not allowed us to put it up anywhere else on all our land. As of late, because the situation's getting to quite a dire place, animal welfare have thankfully jumped in. They've contacted the council, reiterating the fact that this building cannot come down, especially when there's livestock in there and they're lambing. So we're grateful that we got their support. We've got the veterinary support, we've got the fire support officers, we've got their support, and we've got certain local support, but we're appealing to yourself to give us some more support where this building can stay erected, and we can continue our passion. We worked so hard for this, you know, there is no sleep. We work two to 3 day jobs, then we work here, and there is just no rest. And to be faced with councils not supporting you, if anything, they're making your life harder. They say that they're promoting farming in UK. I can tell you, feet on the ground, that's not the situation. I'll tell you exactly what it's like. So again, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would really appreciate some help where we can continue our farming enterprise.